It is safe to say, time is money in much of today's globalized culture. Take the city of Seattle, for example. People from all different walks of life, rushing to meet deadlines, capitalizing on every minute of the day. This can be clearly seen through the city's taxis that literally charge for every minute of the driver's time. Now, if we can apply this metaphor to one culture, it can also be used for others. Today, my group and I will be talking about the African bush taxi. Now, it is impossible to apply one metaphor to an entire continent. Although trends of thought and cultural influence are shared by a majority of the African people, it is dangerous not to notice the underlying differences and richness of the culture found across Africa. Our metaphor focuses on the area south of Sub-Saharan Africa. With a population of 743 million, they have 47 countries spread throughout. Recently, public stock markets attracting investors have put billions of dollars into economic aid, but they have seemed to fail, and alternatives are coming into play. Due to this economic struggle, ownership of private vehicles have become very limited. Paved and dirt roads are poorly maintained, making it extremely hard to travel. So, this causes the main form of travel to be the Sub-Saharan African bush taxi. So, what exactly is a bush taxi? Well, they come in many different forms. They can be cars, like station wagons, they can be vans, or even modified pickup trucks. Most are privately owned vehicles, usually by individuals who have saved up enough money and invested in a car. They seldom run on a consistent schedule and are awfully crowded. These taxis are often the only regular link between villages and the outside world, exchanging letters, verbal messages, passengers, and are packed with goods. Safety is not a concern for these drivers, while they dodge giant potholes and oncoming traffic at speeds seen only on the German Autobahn. So, before applying this metaphor to African culture, here's a little history. Mankind was born in Africa 7 million years ago when a population of African apes gave rise to early hominids. From there, Homo habilis, the toolmaker, 2.5 million years ago. Homo erectus spread from Africa to populate the globe 1.5 million years ago. Homo sapiens, modern man. First, African civilization started out in Egypt 8,000 years ago, utilizing the Sahara Desert that was once fertile. This led to the rise of the great Egyptian civilization, where the birth of Christ was most powerful the world had ever seen. 4,000 years later, the Sahara was scattered with hunter-gatherers. Then, the Bantu peoples of West Africa, known as Cameroon today, left the rainforest and changed the face of the continent. This brought metallurgy and yam-based agriculture that displaced its original inhabitants. This new technology allowed the creation of powerful kingdoms focused on learning, trade, and religion. African culture has unmatched optimism and vitality, with an energy and warmth one can only understand through direct experience. Their values and communalism and respect for elders are unique to their culture and holds the potential to solve its own social and economic problems. Now that you know a little bit about the African history and some background of the bush taxi, we can start to apply the metaphor.